that theory in our present challenge. Now, I have given you a live demonstration. I have given you proof. There is a proven theory of tipping point, and I have shown you how I can change the whole graph by doing something which I didn't do earlier, and it changes everything. So how do we put it to English speaking? Let us use that learning to solve our present problem. So we want our graph to go like this next year. While our English speakers are very less in both of our schools, both in teachers and students, and we want to do something this year, and next year we are at a different level altogether, where we have a maximum addition of English speaking people. Okay? So what is the tipping point? I'll give you this vandalism theory. There is a shop, suppose on a crowded market. It has one broken window from outside. And there is a shop there is no broken window. It is perfectly maintained. Both are closed for a week's time. You know what will happen? 1 week later, the shop which has one tiny window broken will get looted, and one which has no window broken will not get looted. People will go in, vandalize the whole place, they will loot everything and then will come back, not feeling a tiny bit of guilt, because people will think it is not taken care of properly. So if I go and do anything I want, nobody will catch me. So this is this theory done by in 1992. It was used in New York to reduce crime rate, and it worked, where they improved all the surroundings and crime rate dropped. Use of Apple iPhones. You know, iPhones have this mobile apps, and suddenly everybody started using it, and they have this sales graph go like this. Uber. How many of you came in Uber today, right now here? Okay, wow, so many of you. See, this is what is right now. Uber is at a lower side. We'll see as we have lack of parking and problems. Uber is also having a tipping point in all cities across the world. Zebar admissions. Am I right? So it is right in front of us. These are all the Zebar people clapping, okay? In case you were wondering. Yeah. So, but actually, what happened? Last year, we did something different, and that changed the graph of the whole school. So we had 83 admissions, and then we had 220 admission, and then we had 1550 admission. So what happened? It was a set of activities that we did, and they changed the course of the organization. Okay? So we have in front of us, we have examples of tipping point. Now we have to learn from it, and we have to implement it. It is very easy. So let's find the tipping point for English speaking. You know what? In tipping point, most tipping point success stories are written after there is success. Hardly there is a strategy done, and then they have achieved the tipping point. So Apple did not know their phones will be widely successful, and nor did we know that Zebar will have so much admission. In fact, I clearly remember our best case projection was 960 admission before June 2017. So we failed our projections on a positive side. So that is what happens when there is a tipping point. Now, in English speaking, I am not sure anything will drastically change, but let us do some things. One important thing to learn of tipping point is it has to be low cost experiments. It is not high cost. So we will not say that Apple iPhones are because they put a lot of money in advertising. It is not true. So teachers who can help, okay, if you have a positive feeling towards students who cannot speak, and you lend them a helping hand and ask them that if you don't know anything in English, you can speak in Gujarati or Hindi, I can translate you in that sentence in English, and then that way you can learn. So that way you can be cooperative to the students rather than punishing. Do parents need training? How can we make parents our ally rather than our competitor? Right now they are our enemy. I would not say enemy, but right now they are in a demanding status. They are asking us, Udgam and Zebar students are not speaking in English. We say, okay, here are the set of things. If you can help us, we jointly can train your child to speak in English. And we can give them a list. So they are our ally. They can help us sitting at their home. Debates, maybe increase in debates. Well, students have to come up and speak. They need to speak in English. Lanyard, that what non-teaching had done, just putting here that I speak English. Every day they look at it and then they find the confidence that they need. Okay, AC classroom. How are they going to help in speaking in English? Because cold weather countries speak in English? It suits the... When it is really hot, try to go down and say good things in English. You will feel even hotter. So this was something what I was talking about, New York crime rate. In 1990s, the crime rate was so high. It was very high, unbelievably high. It was like 650,000 crimes reported every year. From in 1960, it was 250,000. So it has risen so much. And then they thought of two things. They cleaned their subway, they cleaned their city. They did not let graffiti stay there. Their subway car, compartments, what we call that, subway metro cars, they became cleaner, they became AC, and they had a very zero tolerance for anybody vandalizing public property. And the second thing what they did was, they caught people not paying for subway transport and traveling there. Overall, within 2 years period, 92 to 94, the crime rate came back to 250,000 from 650,000. That is the power of environment on a human behavior. This is a very noted case study. I read it at three different, from a point of view of three different authors, and everybody has claimed that it is one of the biggest success story in the entire world of reducing public crime rate. Now, if good city can reduce criminal activities, I hope that a good school infrastructure can motivate children to speak in English, or maybe something better. We don't know. So you have to rack your brains. You can, if you have some idea, you can write to me. And we are here. We have a challenge, and I'm sure so much intelligence in this room will be able to resolve it. Okay, so that's it from my side. Any questions before we go to the next part? Any questions? You can ask any questions you want. There is an award for question asking, in case I can bribe you. No questions? Okay, so all the best. We are looking at now for awards, and this time we have Zebar awards also. So all the best for teachers who have been worked for the previous year. So all those hands who were new joinees this year will be eligible for next year. Yeah. So okay. So let's start the awards. Yeah.
As Manan sir has already specified, now is the award time. I would request Villoo ma'am to please come on stage to give away the awards for the pre-primary section. Guys in pre-primary section. I'll call upon Ms. Krupa Kansara in the category of Sterling Innovator, Pre-Primary Section. Ms. Indu Preet Kaur Nanda in the category of Sterling Innovator, Pre-Primary Section. Now I call upon Ms. Rachna Parulekar in the category of Effective Resource User, Pre-Primary Section. In the same category, we have Ms. Reshma Patel, also from Pre-Primary Section. The Rising Star Award goes to Ms. Minakshi Vanwari, again from Pre-Primary Section. On time, every time. This award goes to Ms. Beena Doshi. We have Ms. Purvi Shah also in the same category, that is on time, every time. And the Meticulous Touch Award goes to Ms. Ritu Hura. Now I would request Pratima ma'am to please come on stage for the awards for primary section. The English Kaizen Award goes to Ms. Ankita Thakkar from primary section. Sterling Innovator from primary section. We have Ms. Gurvinder Flora as the Effective Resource User. The Rising Star Award goes to Ms. Khyati Shah. Ms. Srikala Nair also wins in the same category. On time, every time. This award goes to Ms. Padmavati Parachuri. We have Ms. Richa Arora also in the same category. The Meticulous Touch Award goes to Ms. Reshma Chaudhary. I would now request Sujata ma'am and Mithika ma'am to please come up on stage for the group photograph. Thank you, Pratima ma'am, for doing the honors. To give away the awards for the middle section, Ms. Swati Pandya gets the award for English Kaizen from the middle section. The sterling innovator from middle section is Ms. Shweta Bhatia. Ms. Manjula Mehta is the effective resource user from this section. The rising star from middle section is Ms. Kiran Limbachia. On time, every time is Ms. Daksha Patel from middle section.